Hey sports fans, this is Steven here for JustMyPicks.com. I'm going to bring you a very special breakdown of the Super Bowl between the AFC champion, New England Patriots, and the defending NFC champion and Super Bowl defending champions, the Seattle Seahawks. Before I get right into that, make sure you're subscribed right now to my YouTube channel so you can get all the updates from JustMyPicks.com. Plus, you can check out all of our updates that we have coming up moving forward. Now, to get right into the action, I want to start by saying the New England Patriots were recently caught, as we all know, with deflating footballs. Another chapter in the saga of New England Patriots cheating. I would just like to say, in so many different ways, this dampens all of the things that they've done recently. You look at how they've played throughout the playoffs and how whether they've come out. And to think that the Patriots were getting outside of that Spygate drama to get right into deflate drama with the Deflategate. Now, to me, everybody's playing like they don't know what's going on. There's no question Tom Brady knew what was going on. There's no question Bill Belichick goes on, because it's the Patriot way. There's no other way to explain what goes on. Bill Belichick, if somebody passes gas in that organization, he knows who did it. He knows exactly what time they did it. He knows what it smelled like. So it's no excuse for that. Cheating is cheating. I'm sure that some NFL teams do cheat, but for the New England Patriots to consider themselves upper echelon and to still have to continuously cheat, it just dampens a lot of their success, and it pulls into question, is their success really real? If you look at the past and how they got caught with Spygate, and why did the NFL destroy those tapes so quickly? It just brings questions and so many things into that whole organization and how it's run. So, without further ado, getting right into the game, that Deflategate, whatever you want to call it, may have a direct impact on this football game. It may motivate the Patriots, or it may give the Seahawks just enough fire to say, you know what, y'all have been talking about the Patriots and the deflate thing all week long. We feel a little disrespected. We feel like you should have talked about us a little more. And just the contrast of both these teams, you look at the matchup. On one side, you have Tom Brady, who is considered the golden boy in the NFL, one of the upper echelon elite quarterbacks in the NFL, soon to be Hall of Famer as soon as he retires within 5 years. And you're looking at Russell Wilson and how well he's played throughout the season. You know that he had his stumbles in the game against the Packers, but he came back and won that football game. You know that right now, some can argue and say that Russell Wilson is playing better overall football this season than Tom Brady. You look at how he has his team, how he's engaged with them, and both these teams have one thing in common. Since losing to the Kansas City Chiefs, both respectively, it seemed to have sparked a fire under the Seahawks and the New England Patriots. They both have bounced back, and with that being the last game that the Seahawks have lost, it just shows you how well they've been playing going into the playoffs. But with that being said, you have to look at both sides of the offense. Can Marshawn Lynch go up against that vaunted New England Patriots defense, who, you have a lot of contributors. Vince Wilfork is going to be there for the party. You also have to know about Hightower and how well he plays. McCourty back there, Patrick Chung at safety, Darrelle Revis, of course. But then you have to look at so many different things. Angry Doug Baldwin, Curse, those guys, they have to get open if they expect Russell Wilson to give them some time, because the Seattle Seahawks offensive line is horrendous. You know that they cannot protect Russell Wilson. He scrambles a lot. Because of it, he has to make plays on the throw and on the fly. So it's just so many things that this team has to do right on offense. But with that being said, you have Russell Wilson. He can extend plays with his legs, something Tom Brady cannot do as of well because he's later in his career. You have to look at the field vision. Even though he is a shorter guy, Russell Wilson plays big. He still sees the field just like Tom Brady sees the field. He makes the throws that Tom Brady makes. It's just he has to work on his pocket passing a little bit better. But when it comes down to it, overall, LeGarrette Blount is trucking. He's running and doing things. You have to look at Julian Edelman, Rob Gronkowski. You have to look at how they put everybody like Danny Amendola in different places where they can run and they can go from the X receiver, the Y receiver, to the Z receiver. They can go to the H-back position. They can play fullback, and they all do intricate things in this offense because it is the system that makes these guys much better than what they are. You have to look at it. This is going to expose a lot of those matchups. You know that the Legion of Boom is going to have to be on their A game all day long if they want to stop Tom Brady. Now, speaking of the Legion of Boom, Richard Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, Bobby Wagner. You're looking at Irvin. You're looking at Cliff Averill. These guys, this defense is just phenomenal. You look at how hard they hit. You look at the speed at which they play, the physicality that they play with. They're going to eat this New England Patriots offensive line up. It's just a question of what quarter will this line falter. You look at the speed matchups that they have. This is a rare occasion where a team can go just four-man rush and create such an uncomfortable pocket for Tom Brady that you may see Gregory Hines start tap dancing early in this football game. If the Seattle Seahawks can get hands on Tom Brady, not even sacks, if they can knock him down, get his jersey dirty, get in his lap to where he has to move to the left, move to the right, that makes Tom Brady so uncomfortable and so irritated. You know, Bill Belichick is the master of switching offensive schemes and switching defensive schemes at halftime, but he's going to have to be prepared for this one. This is going to be probably the last hurrah for the Seattle Seahawks because this team is going to be broken up because they have to pay so many players. So you're looking at the focus and the height and the energy level to be pumped up even more. You look at some of the comments that were made about Rob Gronkowski, about him not being that good by one of the Seattle Seahawks third stringers as far as the quarterback goes, but you have to be careful to not give the Patriots bulletin board material because this is the same quarterback that took his team undefeated during the regular season and got to the Super Bowl but lost. But it's so many integral factors. You have to look at the Revis versus Sherman matchup. You look at, they won't be on the field at the same time guarding each other or playing each other, but a lot of these two in the offseason chattered about who's the best cornerback in the game and who's non-relevant and things like this, and it's basically put up or shut up. You look at Pete Carroll versus Bill Belichick, both intelligent coaches. Pete Carroll has gone a little bit around the world a little bit in order to get to the NFL where he is right now, but Bill Belichick has done a little bit of the same, except he stayed on the NFL level. You look at just the breakdown. I look at from the quarterback situation, I give the Patriots the advantage, of course, because Tom Brady's arm and his command of the offense and his tempo and what he can do and how well they've been playing together. Him and Bill Belichick are tied at the hip. You look at the head coaching thing. You have to give it to Bill Belichick. Because Belichick has proven time and time again he can get back to the Super Bowl, it adds a little credibility to what just them being that talented. Now, when you get to the running back position, I have to go with Marshawn Lynch. Marshawn Lynch is one of the best running backs in the NFL today. And once Beast Mode gets going and those Skittles get the pouring in his mouth and he gets that energy rush and that crowd gets behind him, it's going to be Beast Mode time. Now, when you look at the wide receivers, it's no question. The New England Patriots have a better core of wide receivers, but I think that on Sunday, the Seattle Seahawks are going to play up to a certain level, and I think they may outplay the position of wide receiver. When it comes to tight ends, obviously Rob Gronkowski by himself elevates a lot of the New England Patriots and what they want to do, but I don't think Rob Gronkowski is going to have that freedom of going off this Sunday. I think all eyes will be on him and Julian Edelman this Sunday, and I think that you'll see a lot of double teams. You'll see a lot of drop back and coverage by defensive linemen. You may see a little coverage swaps, and I think that Earl Thomas is going to have a deja vu meeting with Mr. Rob Gronkowski there in the backfield. When you look at the defenses, I have to go with the Seattle Seahawks defense. The Legion of Boom, that those cornerbacks, that secondary with Maxwell, Sherman, Earl Thomas, Cam Chancellor, that scared the living daylights out of any quarterback or any wide receiver, tight end, running back that comes across that middle. You have to think about it. Cam Chancellor is going to be looking to deplete Rob Gronkowski. You know, and Rob is a couple inches bigger than him, but you also have to remember, Cam is a freak of nature as far as safeties go. Earl Thomas popping with the thunder, he comes in, and when I look at the just the overall play, offensive line, I think that it's a stalemate there because both these offensive lines are not the best at protecting quarterbacks. But the Patriots, if I had to go with one, the Patriots will get that edge a little bit, just slightly. But now let's get down to it. Who do I think is going to win this game, and who are the X factors? Marshawn Lynch. Where he goes, this team goes. I don't care what's going on with Russell Wilson. I don't care what's going on with everybody else. Marshawn Lynch has to get off to a start. He has to get off to a positive start. his attitude, the way he carries himself, the way that beast mode attitude mentality, that's what this team thrives off of. They thrive off of talking shit, and they thrive off of backing it up. So Marshawn Lynch is the leader of this team in that regard. And you also have to look at the X factor for the Patriots. You got to look at Rob Gronkowski as being an X factor. You have to look at LeGarrette Blount being an X factor. And it's just so many things have to go right for the Patriots, because at this very moment, they're outmatched on defense. And I think that if you run the ball with Marshawn Lynch, this is going to be a big day for the Seattle Seahawks. So I'm picking the Seattle Seahawks to defeat the New England Patriots. And, you know, this is going to knock Tom Brady down another notch, another Super Bowl loss. That will put him at 3-3, and I'm looking for the score to be something along the lines of 43-24. I think that late in this football game, the Patriots will try to put up points in garbage time. They may succeed, but I think that the Seattle Seahawks have what it takes to defend their title and go ahead and win yet another NFL championship. This has been a breakdown of the presentation of the Super Bowl, my prediction from JustMyPicks.com. Check out JustMyPicks.com for all the breaking news. Follow me on Twitter at JustMyPicksTV. Also, check out this YouTube. Subscribe right now. Share our videos. YouTube.com/JustMyPicksTV. And as always, thank you very much. It's been an outstanding football season. You know why it's been outstanding? Because you, the viewer, has made it that. We've grown so much. We look forward to seeing you next year for football season with all the action-packed news. Come back and see us. Thank you so very much. And share this video in your Facebook group or your Twitter group or any social media group where you guys enjoy sports. Thank you very much, and as always, let the debate begin.